So one year I lost my job and I really needed to find work. But lucky for me, my uncle was close friends with somebody who owned a cruise ship. Now, it was the worst job I've ever had because I had to be a magician. But it paid the bills, so I really didn't complain too much. And the audience was different every single week, so I was able to do the same tricks over and over. The only problem was the captain had this parrot, and the parrot watched my shows every single week. And eventually, the parrot started to remember my tricks and it kept shouting things in the middle of my shows. The parrot kept saying things like, "She hid the card in her pocket." Basically, it was spoiling the tricks for everybody. But at the end of the day, I really couldn't say anything because that's the captain's parrot and that's who gave me my job. But one day we were on our way to Jamaica and the ship hit something and eventually it started to sink. And it was a whole disaster. The ship went underwater and I found myself on a piece of wood in the middle of the ocean. I turned my head just to see if there were any survivors and I noticed that the parrot was sitting on my shoulder. And I really don't like this parrot, so we stared at each other for at least 30 minutes without saying anything to each other. That's when the parrot finally said, "Okay, I give up. What did you do with the ship?"